Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Shrift 2, Part 2. Last time, we faced off against Demon King Rose and managed to defeat her, sealing her within the seal on our wrist. And we also had a run-in with the clown. And now, it's time for us to continue to find clues about the location for the MOW facility. Let's go. What do you do now? Will you go to the burger place where demons are appearing? Oh yeah. First I got to report what happened to Gagami-san, and officially close this request with the church. If what the clown said was true, there should be an official request to deal with those demons coming through the church soon. Then, off to Mother Devil, huh? Though they lost all staff and patients, building is okay apart from hole and ceiling. Couldn't think of it. Why that founder would run that sort of hospital anyway? Careful, Richard. Don't be taken in by her seductions. I believe it's closed at this time. Yeah, it's closed. Alright, to the Izayoi Hotel. Because we got a new demon there. Oh, I can change Richard's name? Let's see. Oh, this will be able to fix that. No more moon runes. Alright. Alright, to the third floor. Bacon. There's Rose. So you came. What would you have with me today? Oh, before I forget. Death's indulgence. Allow her to drain us. We have a present for you? Good for Yoma type demons, alright? How about Emerald? Woohoo, very good. It appears you understand the art of giving a gift to women. I shall give you a passing mark for now. Though they may not adorn themselves with such things, demons do require many items of a high purity when using magic. Thus, this gift is the most suitable one. Alright. We got to Chapman. Why not? What would you like to ask? Okay, we need 100 trust. Better. Yeah, we need a normal one because we want more SP. Normal squeezy. Oh my, you like to dance with me? You want to indulge in my buy here where there's no actual risk? How rather selfish. I have the indulgence on. But I don't mind. I'll break you in to the point where you won't be able to think of anyone but me. Now then, are you ready? Take my hand, Richard. Alright, how'd that do? Only 90. We'll have to come back tomorrow. Let's see, shall we go ahead to the Izuyoi Hotel first? Might as well, get her maxed out. That's indulgence. Alright, we need 10 more, so just one should do it better. Normal squeezing. Alright. Alright. Trust is 100, so let's chat. Why not? What would you like to ask? About her? You want to talk about me? A rather unsophisticated thing to ask about. Just as it was during our dance, you really ought to be more assertive. Not that I mind a more passive gentleman. Starting from the top, my name is Rose. One's own land sufficient to establish a castle of my own, and what you would call an aristocracy. As for my species, we are called Queen Pinks, and fall under the category of slimes. We're essentially succubus-type demons. Queen Pink? That's not a familiar demon here in the human realm. Even at Church HQ, I never heard that name come up. Well, of course you haven't. Like the other demon kings, if humans became aware of us, they gathered faith in our existence would risk us materializing in the human realm. Me being a prime example, the vast majority of slime-type demons melt humans, so having us materialize into your world would result in immediate mass slaughter. Huh. The most conspicuous characteristic of Queen Pinks is the fragrance of our slime that drives humans mad, along with its power to absorb while giving pleasure. Since you experienced it firsthand, I don't think it's necessary to explain, but humans find our seductions almost impossible to resist. Unless they prepare themselves with a countermeasure beforehand like you did, normal humans will find themselves leaping into our arms of their own volition. Unlike succubi, who must use words and cajoling to seduce, we don't even have to lift a finger. That's what it means to be Demon King species for such as we Queen Pinks. The explanation of your slime alone tells me you're a crazy powerful species. To tell you the truth, I was barely holding on to my sanity back in the hospital. So, did you get that eye when you became a biological weapon? Indeed, the one my hat in particular is one I requested to have afterwards. Rather cute, isn't it? I didn't care much for it at first when I had the procedure to register as a biological weapon, but after actually trying it, I found it rather handy and easy to use. There are a lot of gentlemen who defensively keep eye contact, in particular when talking to me. The direction of one's gaze is important during conversation, after all. It works whether my partner is matching eye contact like a gentleman, or is being honest to his lust and has his eyes glued to my chest. And unlike my fragrance, it even works over screens like monitors and television, I've truly come to treasure it. But there's something that's been bothering me for a while. I'm pretty sure I was making intense eye contact with you when we first met. Why didn't you use that power back then? I might be a man of God with some resistance to magic, but if you used your demon-eye gaze on me back then, I'm sure I would have given in. There are 2 reasons I don't use it. First, I was very disappointed in my first assassination target in a long time. I wanted to play with a human who could evade my oozes. And second, I was rather embarrassed at having mistaken my important assassination target for someone else. I had assumed it was him because I'd been dropped in front of him because he acted as though he knew who I was. I regret that one, such as I jumped to such a hasty conclusion. Which is why I decided to have some fun by proposing to you, my original target, that we have a formal dance. Permitting you to leave was my way of controlling myself. But ultimately that proved to be my undoing. I didn't expect you to come back with that kind of ace up your sleeve. Ah, man, the one you mistook for me? Did you really dispose of him? Do you think I've failed twice? I can assure you he was devoured by a melty ooze and has now become one of them himself. I can summon him here if you wish and make him say a thing or two from his memories as a human, but you dislike that method as I recall. Though given the lethal dose of powerful sedatives he repeatedly injected himself with in his final moments, I doubt he would remember much of anything. Alright, chat. Becoming a biological weapon, 50 trust. You mentioned before that you had a castle in the demon realm. Why would a demon king with such majesty stoop to being a biological weapon, hired killer in the human realm? Surely there'd be no need to come to the human realm in such a form if life in the demon realm was so fulfilling. I'd rather not speak of it, but since we are at least somewhat acquainted, I shall enlighten you on this topic. It all started with a certain human exorcist. I don't know if he'd heard some rumors about me, but he came to defeat me for periodically devouring humans. Though he certainly was skilled, he was only human, so naturally I taught him his place. But what was interesting was the exorcist's partner, Queen Alrane, an aristocratic demon like me, had decided to support the human and appeared before me. I took them both hostage and forced them into having sex to birth an unwanted. Naturally, this reduced her prestige as a member of the demon aristocracy. The impregnation of a demon by a human is considered a great taboo in the demon realm. Her face was contorted in despair as she gave birth to the child. My apologies. I can't help but chuckle when I remember her face back then. Damn, Lay, you are messed up. And the unwanted she was talking about is the Alrane that we saw in Lucy's special event from part 1. I then dealt with the 2 of them and confined their child in my dungeon as a trophy, as is the right to the victor. There's no particular purpose behind keeping the child alive. I was simply keeping the sin of one who had stood against me. But that was the wrong thing to do. Thinking back on it now, keeping that unwanted confinement was what led to my downfall. Hearing the rumors that upstart succubus Lucy came marching into my castle, yep, the White Witch. Lucy? She aristocratic demon like Rose, called White Witch in Demon Realm. It's said even Lucifer recognizes her power. They say she's born with ability to drain humans just by touch, and her magic power grew rapidly. But isn't Lucy quite mild-mannered and gentle among demon aristocracy? Why she come attack you again? I'm the one speaking now. Who gave you leave to come here? Bother me during my time with Richard too much and I'll rip you from the ground and make you an ornament. I'm sorry! That woman paid no mind to my subordinates or possessions and simply went down into the dungeon. That's right. Her objective was only the unwanted. She even ignored me in her attempt to take it back home with her. Giving into my rage and pride, I challenged her to a bout right there. And the result was unfortunate. To add to my humiliation, I was visited by a human girl while I was still exhausted from my bout with Lucy. Though it's impressive for a human to have the mastery to push through the miasma of the demon realm, I still would have normally lost to the... would have never... Let me try that again. Though it's impressive for a human to have the mastery to push through the miasma of the demon realm, I still would have normally never lost to the likes of a human at my full power. She lost? Yeah, that girl is strong. Don't underestimate Mitsuki. She's quite adept when it comes to fighting demons. So then, the human who came to visit you was with MOW? And she proposed that you work for them as a biological weapon? The woman said that if I worked for them as a biological weapon, they'd hide me from the sages and provide a place I could devour all the humans I wanted. She said I had nothing to lose. I could return to the demon realm any time once I was satisfied, and that they'd prepare a fitting dance venue for me. Just to nip any misunderstandings in the bud, I didn't believe a single word she said, as the loser of a duel had to follow the proposal of the winner. And what I needed most of all in that moment was to restore my depleted magic from 2 defeats as quickly as possible, and then get revenge on the White Witch to follow. Just asking, but who gave you the order to assassinate me? Was it the woman from MOW who brought you into the human realm? No, I only heard their voice giving me the order when I was brought outside, and it was a male. Giving me orders without even showing his face was the height of rudeness, but that woman had spoken the truth. They provided me a place to consume human souls to accumulate power, and kept me from the notice of those fools from the demon realm. At my current power, I should have been strong enough to avoid another embarrassment at that Lucy's hands. Bro suddenly starts literally playing with Richard's crotch. But there's one thing I need to make very clear now that the likes of you defeated me and have me at your mercy in this place. I haven't given up on getting revenge on Lucy, nor on restoring my power in the demon realm. If I see an opening, I'll return back there, taking you along with me as my slave. I'll then make use of your emblem to restore my power and rule over the demon realm as the great demon king, so best not let your guard down. Stop it! Looks like that might happen. I'm nervous. Alright, let's give her a present before we forget. About another sapphire. Alright, chat. Melty oozes. Those girls? But surely you don't need an explanation of them by this point. Very well, let's see. What's your impression of them when you look at them? What did you feel when you saw how they all behaved? Cute and innocent, cute and terrifying. Wanted to do them. Cute and innocent. Cute, you say? I'm sure they'd be happy to hear you say that. But unfortunately, I have to say that disqualifies you as a priest. That line of thinking will only make you one of their first victims. The girls are not intelligent. While they have instincts and awareness of any living organism, they don't understand the words they utter. During intercourse, when their partners say things like more or it feels good, they'll take that as praise. But when the girls say I love you, it's just a parroted phrase. Ones that have absorbed enough energy become lesser demons and whole conversations do appear, but their heads are still filled with nothing but thoughts of reproduction. That's why it's pointless trying to befriend them. The train of thought revolves entirely around making more of themselves. At best, you'll just add to their conversational repertoire that they want more than friendship is your soul. What they want more than friendship is your soul and your stuff. So then, when the one that used to be Sakamoto-san spoke, that was just you abusing its residual memories to make it speak? The moment a human becomes a melty ooze, they completely lose their free will when they're digested. Exactly so. The girls cherish newborns in their belly for countless hours in order to eliminate all trace of free will and thought from its soul. Where do you think you'd be able to save them if a trace of human will remained in their new form? You think a holy man such as yourself could help them find salvation like you do with the people of this town? You think you could do something about the state they're in now? No, I don't think that. I just wanted to understand for Rie-san and Sakamoto-san's sakes. I'm not perfect or I'm all-powerful. I don't plan on bragging about what I can't do. Before I became a priest, I was just one man. You didn't become angry like last time. I seem to recall employing that line of questioning to draw out that power. Using such power would put you on equal footing to me. In fact, poorly managed, it could lead to you vastly surpassing me. I welcome the prospect of a serious battle between us with you using that power. It would be most interesting. Killing you won't bring back Sakamoto-san. And having such a battle in my room doesn't mean there wouldn't be some harm or influence on the outside world. You might be trying to provoke me into destroying this my room space, but I'm afraid I'm well aware of how dangerous that power is. My place here as a human is to forgive your sins. Any judgment passed down on you is to be done by God or fate, not me. And that applies to everyone, demon or human. How naive. You really believe God judges the sins and absurdities of this world equally? But that only makes me more interested in you. They say opposites attract with humans, but even I find myself increasingly charmed with you. I look forward to the day I can gaze into your face after ripping off that mask of self-control. Bonding quest. Hospitals, abnormalities. Talk about melty oozes. To be honest, I'm a little reluctant to rely on one such as you for this. But sealed as I am in here, I have no choice. The melty oozes left in that hospital are being destroyed one after the other by something. I'd like you to go in and investigate the cause. Destroyed? Purified or exorcised I could understand, but destroyed? That's the word I must unfortunately use. They're being destroyed by having their cores crushed. A method of dealing with them I doubt anyone else could copy. From my experience, this kind of demon-destroying method can be the work of none other than an abyssal monster. Though having said that, there's no trace of such a powerful entry entering my boundary, and that's where I like you to come in and investigate for me. But melty uses familiars, right? Why not use them to gather information and find culprit? Even if heads filled with nothing but lust, surely they remember that they see comrade being brutally destroyed. I see. Since you're trapped in here in the emblem, you want me to go ask them in your place. Son up, you're asking me to go ask the melty oozes about what's going on, investigate the abnormalities happening inside, right? Exactly so. Normally I personally go to annihilate the culprit, but I'm forced to rely on you to realize that desire for me. It makes me uneasy to rely on mere human, but since it's you, I'm confident you'll resolve this to my satisfaction. Reward Witch's Rolling Stone, accept. Alright. Alright, let's go.